Before I proceed with this video, I'd like to ask for your help. You might have seen this video that I uploaded later today. Rust Skin of the Year 2025. Basically, I'm trying to figure out what you, the viewers, consider to be the Rust Skin of the Year for 2025. Very, very straightforward. But I need your help because I need you to give me suggestions. Don't comment for this video right now, this one you're watching right now. Go to this video, please offer your suggestions. I need free suggestions that aren't Twitch drops, aren't kick drops, skins that would have been accepted between December 2024 to December 2025. If you watch the video, it explains everything, alright? So if I scroll down here, there you go, I can see people already offering suggestions. They are offering free skins, alright? Don't just say a collection, say an actual skin, and please offer free skins. It will be very, very helpful, and I will be doing a raffle. I guess I'm going to have to give away another pair of surgeon scrubs. I'm going to have to, aren't I? Just to get people to help me out. So, yep, that'll be the offer. So if you could help me out, it'd be most helpful. Now, you can either offer your comments on this video, or if you go to my Twitter, you'll see this tweet I put out as well. So, got a few people offering some ideas here as well. It's all helpful because, of course, I'll be making the video. At some point, maybe by next week, I'll announce the finalists, and then we can do the actual vote. And, well, if last year, Respawn Allegory Fresco Rug was the winner, what could be the winner for 2025? So please don't comment here for this video. Go to either the tweet or go to the video that you see right here, alright? So, yeah, you get the idea. Good day, Ruskin Joyers. Hope you're alright, because it's time for the 48-hour analysis. And basically, in this video, I'm going to look at all the skins, compare them to previous week's skins, to get a good idea in regards to, well, how much will each of these skins likely sell by next Thursday. And then, of course, we'll then question, could these skins still hold out to be perfectly fine investments, or could there be any potential problems that you need to be aware of? So sit back and relax. I'm going to start yapping. So, complete the sets week 2 for December 2025. We shouldn't be surprised to see that the Tac Gloves are on top. The brand new skinnable. But of course, with brand new skinnables, we have issues because, of course, we're anticipating a whole lot more. Quite literally, right now, you can get the Hedge tactical gloves for absolutely free. And when I first initially looked at this, I thought, why on earth would they accept 2 metallic Tac gloves first? But it kind of makes sense now. Because they must have known that if they were to release these like 2 months' time or 1 month's time from now, they wouldn't have sold that much. But if they released them now, they'd sell a whole lot better. They have like whiteout gloves, training gloves. I'm pretty sure eventually we'll see like blackout tactical gloves. They could come out at any time in the future and they'd still sell a lot, wouldn't they? Sorry about that. So by releasing them now, people can grab them if they want, but they can also get the brand new Twitch drop for absolutely free. And then, you know, probably for January Force Wipe 2026, we'll see some very impressive looking Tac gloves. They must know by now, inevitably, the first few skins that are going to be accepted, well, they're going to go down in price. But if they play a little bit smarter, and knowing with January Force Wipe, we're probably going to see a lot of people turning up. Maybe it's better that they hold on to the more valuables until then. So we'll see how it goes, all right? So with that, I'm not going to be too upset, and I'm not too surprised that they are on top. So, all right, cool. But the top-selling skin is only 10,000 subscribers. Huh. Like one quick little peek from the previous week, and you know, Neon Storage Small Cards Box had over 10,000. No Mercy Snow Jacket had over 10,000. Sinotype Fuel had over 10,000. The Garage Door had over 10,000. Like, there's a lot more interest with this Rust Store. Your first impression probably was that you weren't that impressed. I won't doubt it because I was there with my chat. We're looking at all the skins initially. Like, oh, okay. I was happy to see the sheet metal door, and let me tell you, that sheet metal door, oh, that's selling a lot less than what I was anticipating. Like, honestly, overall, and I do say it here, very low sales. Now, you might sit there and assume, oh, is that a bad thing? No. Well, maybe for the skin creators, but for us, the investors, oh, now that's looking a whole lot more interesting. So basically, if we do see more continuations for these collections in the future, well, if there's only so many of those to go around, all the better for them to rise up in price in the future. So, yeah, it's looking pretty good. Also, I'll ask you real quickly, did you buy the charity skins? And, of course, the balloon pack and the candle hat. Maybe people might have focused these and they didn't really care for these. I mean, fair enough, understood. So, all right, we get the point. Low sales, Tac Gloves on top. How's the first 48 hours of sales? Well, if I could just quickly switch over to here, I just want to point out, what you see here is like 3 hours after the 48 hours. I had a little sleep. I slipped past the point. I'm so sorry. But based on what we see here with the first 24 hours of sales, I can give you a very good rough estimate in regards to where all the skins are likely to reach by next Thursday. And so that, shall we get started in a second? But yeah, just want to quickly point out, only just under 15,000 subscribers, just past 2 days. That's nothing. I'm very surprised to see that the Temple Handmade LMG also hasn't really sold that much. Alright, well, fair enough. Then again, with all the Twitch drop handmade LMGs and all that, oh, okay, makes sense. Like, over to here, you'll see for yourself. We're getting another one for absolutely free. This is where I start panicking a little bit because, are we going to suddenly start seeing a whole lot more handmade LMG skins being accepted from here now? Look at Beds, for example. Twitch drops, acceptances, it doesn't stop. What is to become of the Tac Gloves? Again, starting next year, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a whole lot more of them. Alright, cool. Let's now go through all the skins and consider how much they're likely going to sell by next Thursday. So, for just the Cyber Gloves, they were independent, they were by themselves, with a lead of just over 10,000 subscribers right there. What could we compare to? Well, if we just literally go to the previous week, so as you can see here, Sinotype Fuel, just over 10,000 subscribers, as is the Cobalt Jungle Container Garage Door. If you can recall what happened with last week, as we look over to here, the Garage Door surpassed it by quite an amount. The Fuel only did just under 22,000 subscribers. The Garage Door did just over 25,000 subscribers. Now, please take this into consideration. The next Rush Store is going to be the first Christmas Rush Store for 2025. With that, the Christmas update will go through. With that, we're anticipating that it's going to be an early Rush rotation. Therefore, whilst a lot of people very likely might be waiting until the last second to then go ahead and buy some skins, unfortunately for you, it's looking like it might be an early Rush rotation and some people might miss out. So, looking at the Cyber Gloves, I will commit to the idea of it doing between 22 to 25,000 subscribers, but keep an eye on it, it might undersell. Or it might just about reach 22,000, fair enough, but like, are people really itching for some metallic gloves? Especially if right now, as you can see back over to here, we have the Hedge gloves being given away. All you got to do is just spend 2 hours watching him. I'm doing it right now. Let's go see. How much progress have I got so far? Yeah, it didn't help that I fell asleep. So it's slightly improving. To my surprise, simply just watching him, I'm getting progress and everything. Seems Twitch has now reverted back to that way of how it works. So, alright, cool. So Cyber Gloves Tactical, or Tactical Cyber Gloves. Are you feeling confident with it? Do you remember what happened last time when we saw the jacket? Jacket came out. We were really hoping for Island Assault jacket, weren't we? But seeing that, instead of the jacket that we wanted, it still sold quite a lot at $2 each, but it's still gone down in price. And when it appeared, some of the skins did spike in price a little bit, but then it didn't really change that much. Like, here's a better way of looking at it so you can see it all in order. So over to here, look at it yourself. There you go. So I can confirm more of these skins have actually gone up in price. Will it last? Well, we'll see. I'm having doubts, is what I'm saying. So $2 each, but knowing we're going to see a whole lot more Tac Gloves, you're definitely better off with a barter in that case. Hardsuit Tactical Gloves and Sinotype Food. So you might notice, oh wow, the gap between them's kind of grown a bit. Yes, it has. Almost 1,000 subscribers now. But initially, as you'll see over to here, the gap was only about 300 subscribers initially. So with that just under 8,000 subscribers, and with this just over 7,600 subscribers, what's a good thing that we could compare to? Well, I actually just looked at the previous week. No, 2 weeks. There you go. Firefly's Garage Door, 7,900. If I go back a little bit more, the Protector Handmade LMG, 7,900 subscribers here as well. I thought that might be a nice thing to compare to. So let's go back about 3 weeks. 2 weeks. So that reached just under 20,000 subscribers. Back another 2 weeks. This reached just barely over 18,000 subscribers. And so, of course, you know what? With these two skins, this just under 11,000, this just about 11,500. Both of these, I think they're going to do between 18 to 20,000 subscribers. So, Hardsuit collection. Are you in demand? Well, you've improved. I will respect that you have improved. There's been a big sort of like thought of all these tactical gloves being made, if they were to be accepted, or collections that are essentially like, complete and finished and whatnot, Will tactical gloves actually have an impact on clothing and armor skins that are already like in the collection? It looks like it does. So that's interesting. But, you know, will this all last? Will it all hold? That's still questionable. Again, with the Hardsuit collection, it hasn't exactly been super in demand before. So I'm not feeling that confident in that regards. But hey, if you bought them because you liked them, that's fine. It was a treat for yourself. As an investment, no, you should have waited until the abnormal buy orders. Sinotype food. It's a bit of a funny one because fridges. There's the whole thing with the update with the fridges. You need to keep your food refrigerated. Again, there's a lot of foods that don't need to be refrigerated. And if you're in the snow biome, you can use this. Although that's a bit odd. Like someone said, oh, if you're like strapped for space, you can use that instead. Wouldn't the fridge use less space? Then again, with how you order, like position everything, where you keep all your loot and whatnot, fair enough, I get that. So, okay, what's your opinion on this then? Do you desperately need it? Or is this one of the Sinotypes that you feel like, you know what, I don't need that? Which is a sentiment I'm starting to see a lot more of. People seem to be like, Sinotypes been getting a lot of very random things that people don't actually need. Which ones are those? Your opinion, please. So feel free to comment below. Anyway, it's improving. Let's hope it keeps on improving. So we'll leave it at that, but food might be the funny one. Could you be the lowest selling skin? I mean, looking at all the previous ones, currently the leader in that regard is the Sinotype Electric with just under 20,000 subscribers. This is in the position of potentially being the lowest selling one. So we'll keep an eye on it. Fridge and armoured door. So hopping back over to here. Initially, the fridge was in the lead in comparison to the armoured door, but obviously that's changed now. Both of them just under 7,000 subscribers. So, is there anything we could compare to? Well, let's go to the previous week. 6,800 subscribers, then the bismuth locker. Let's go ahead and give you a good look. So, previous week, pretty please. Right then, so that reached 15,500 subscribers almost. Okay, so hopping back over to here. Looking at the two skins here, so you've got the fridge, you've got the armoured door. I think sitting here and saying 14 to 16,000 subscribers is probably a decent thing to say. Now, are they on track to match up to that? Of course, yeah. But could things change? Because they're quite close to each other. 9,990, 9,892. I mean, that's pretty close. But there's been the question of, like, do you actually need to have a berries fridge? Or, a better way of saying it, do you need to have the berries fridge rather than all the other fridges? Just want to point this out. Looking at the skins here, you'll see for yourself the previous iterations of the Neon fridges. Meat fridge did just over 20,000 subscribers. Neon veggies fridge did just over 15,000 subscribers. And the Neon pies fridge just over 15,000 subscribers as well. Well, berries is on track to match up to veggies and pies. Meat sold a lot, but then again, it's still holding up quite all right. But then again, how many fridges do we have this year? 20 in total. The vast majority of all fridge skins have been accepted in 2025. So, I'm looking at you. I'm aware a lot of farmers really wanted to have this, which, you know, okay, that's cool. But honestly, is that like the fridge? Is that like the fridge? It's going to sell a perfectly average amount. It's not like it's underselling or anything. Is the demand for it going to be strong enough to keep the price up? How many fridges are we going to see being accepted in 2026? Was 2025 just a bit of a blip? You know, like the amount of sheet metal double doors we saw being accepted in 2024. Clearly this year hasn't matched up, but could that be what fridges are going to be like next year? We'll have to wait and see. So I'm keeping an eye on you. You're abnormal. We'll see how it goes. But yes, I am keeping an eye. Dragonhorn armoured door, an interesting design from a fairly old collection. I'm not sure if we're going to see another Dragonhorn skin anytime soon. I really wanted to see Ice Dragon set. That was cool. Well, didn't happen, unfortunately. But anyway, if you're going to do potentially between like 14 to 16,000 subscribers, and at the moment more likely to get closer to 16,000, we literally just had an armoured door the previous week. It's slightly holding up its value. This is simply due to scarcity. Over the past year, we haven't seen a single armoured door. Suddenly, now we get quite a decent amount. Yes, we do have to reference the kick drop. But looking at the older ones, ooh, I still hold the sentiment of I'm not sure if people actually want them. Are people using them enough? It's not like we're desperate for more options. There are a decent amount of them available and cheaper than this. That's the golden thing to say. There's a lot of options out there still, and they are quite a bit cheaper compared to this. So we'll see how it holds up. It's a cool looking glow-in-the-dark design with the scary looking face. It's just, I'm still not sure. Barders, yeah, we'll stick with that. So, all right, cool. But what about next year? Maybe we'll see a whole lot more armored doors. Ooh, so I think that's a perfectly fine thing to just wait on. Let's wait till Wednesday. We'll do the abnormal barders. You get the idea. Okay, so MP5 and sheet metal double door. Well, they're still fairly close. But hopping back over to here. So let's just see. Initially, the Abyss MP5, $3, 5,700 subscribers. Porcelain sheet metal double door, again, $3. Very close, very, very close with each other. So what's the best thing we could compare to? Honestly, with 5,800 subscribers, Forest Raiders bed is probably a very good shout. So let's go back over to the previous week and let's go look at that beard. 13,000 subscribers. Okay, 13,000. I switch back over to here. I look at the progress of both of these. Just under 9,000, just past 8,600. Oh, that sheet metal double door. If you watched my predictions video, that was the first thing I wanted to talk about. It was the first short video I posted after the rust rotation. I think that sheet metal double door is in a very, 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 very interesting spot. If that were to be accepted back in the summer of 2025, I honestly would have thought that would have doubled in value, like doubled in amount of sales. But now that it's appeared here with like the first ever tactical gloves and all these other collection continuations just before Christmas and all that, like I am kind of shocked that it's not selling that much. But then again, the $3 price. All right, fair enough. Porcelain collection, I can confirm. Sheet metal doors gone up in price. Garage doors gone up in price. Porcelain furnace has gone up in price. Ooh. But the funny thing is, we do still anticipate the naval theme sheet metal double door. And I was just making a joke with Mr. Vase, the skin creator. We've come to an agreement. He needs to make another one now, just so he can get this one accepted. But I wouldn't be upset with that. If we also got that accepted, I think everybody would still be pretty cool with it. The only concern is you can't have a double door or a garage door on a boat. Maybe you could make like another sheet metal door. Maybe you could make it like an armoured door. We'll see how it goes. But he is seeing the funny side of it. So porcelain collection's holding up quite alright. The sheet metal double door has appeared, and I'm probably going to chase after that. If that's going to do between 12 to 14,000, that just seems far too little. It honestly feels like it's too little for the design that it is. It looks amazing. It looks awesome. So consider watching my rust rotation video to get a good look at this. The glow in the dark in it is amazing. But we probably might see the other sheet metal double door in like 2 months' time. Naval update, February 4 swipe, we shall see. Now the MP5. It's an interesting design. It's got transparency, but it doesn't have like ridiculous amounts of transparency. Just like the top of it. Is that what people want? Is that what people crave? Sorry for yawning. I'm tired. Sorry. Oh. So, I've been looking at it. I've been questioning it. I am aware that all the MP5s of the past, of the recent past, so like the past 3 years, take a look at all of them. You will notice the ones that are doing good, they're the ones that actually that have transparency. So Cybercore, you have a transparent aim sight. Redemption MP5, you have a transparent aim sight, as does the Blackout MP5. So they're all looking pretty sweet. And you might notice with this over here, the Heatseeker MP5 did over 60,000 subscribers. It almost reached 65,000 subscribers. And there's a very decent chance there's 100,000 of these in circulation. 800 listings almost, and it's only slightly below its rust price. Because with the transparency it has, nothing compares to it. This is cheaper in comparison to the Abyss MP5. Abyss MP5 is $3. Oh. But then again, maybe people do prefer the style of the MP5 that you see here. So, your opinions, please? Are you going to end up like the Cybercore MP5? Slightly in the positive? Comfortably in the positive? Maybe you're completely satisfied with your Allrats MP5 from last year with the transparency we saw on that. Yeah, there's a lot to discuss and whatnot, but like, I am questioning that. But when you look at like the Abyss collection, some of the weapons here, they're not too bad. But again, it might end up like these weapons here. Down slightly. So still fairly well liked, but still down. So yeah, abnormal borders? Yes, please. So that's how we're going to approach that. It's fine. I have no issue. Looks cool. It's just, yeah. So next up, we have a bundle of these skins. I'm going to group up the Snow Jacket, the Double Barrel Shotgun, the Black Ops Bed, the Thunder Gold Handmade LMG, the Pirate Bed, and the Dungeon Box. As you can see here, 7,700, and down to here, 6,000. The gap between them has kind of grown a fair bit. But if I could quickly go back over to here, initially they were fairly close. There was only like 1,000 there. But with that kind of being quite a distance compared to these three, I thought it would be better off to be paired with the rest of these. So yes, what will we compare to? With the Training Snow Jacket, Double Barrel Shotgun, that bed, that Handmade LMG, the other bed, and of course the small box. I thought, you know what, we could go to the previous week and we could look at the Nuke Vibes fridge with just over 4,000 subscribers and the Fort Bow 4,500 subscribers almost. Again, I'm rolling with the expectation that whilst a lot of the people might want to wait till the last second to try and pick up some of these skins, we have an early rust rotation with the next rust door. That's the expectation. So as I switch over to here, and as I look at, Nuke Vibe Fridge, just under 9,000 subscribers. Fort Bow, just under 12,000 subscribers. And to be honest with you, yeah, I think that's the perfect position. So from here to here, this is more likely going to do 12,000 subscribers, what with, being close to 8,000 at the moment. And this is more likely to do about 9,000 subscribers. For the Snow Jacket, that's quite a surprise. Significantly less sales in comparison to the previous week's skin, which at the moment is slightly down in price. Now, there's a big discussion in regard to this. Is it white camouflage? Is No Mercy in demand and whatnot? And to be honest with you, whilst it is slightly down in price, it's not like doomed. Look at it. It's not that bad. The Barda's still good. It's fine. I have no complaints. But I will sit here and say, I had a decent Barda down. I removed my Barda. I bought one. I thought, yeah, I'm kind of worried about that, and I removed it. Let's see if I'll regret that. But yep, a lot of these sold the previous week, but now with the Training Jacket, and let's also point this out, the collection's complete. To get this was interesting because we needed to keep track. Did we see these spike demand, spike in price? I don't think we've seen them change that much because they're already like up in value very nicely. These have been around for like 5 years. This came up before Blackout, and you might notice it was already going up in price regardless. I have such my Bardas are so old. I've got like the super cheap Bardas I used to do like 8 years ago. Anyway, so looking at all of this, it's very strong. It's held up very nicely, and the sales you see here, not too ridiculous. So with this right here, with the expectation that it's going to sell a fairly, it's going to sell fairly close to what we just saw a minute ago there with all the other skins. I think that actually might be quite alright. But then again, how often do you use Snow Jackets? How likely are you going to skin them? Yeah, that might be a bit of a problem still. So again, we have that issue. Maybe at some point in the future they get buffed. Maybe they're a whole lot more easier to get access to and whatnot. We'll see how it goes, all right? But for now, I still remain a little bit unsure of Snow Jackets. And let me point this out to you. We do have a few more Snow Jackets for Christmas. Some like very interesting Santa ones, an elf one. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see 4 for December 2025. 4 acceptances in total. Dominus Mortis Double Barrel Shotgun. You could sell not that much and it still probably wouldn't be... Yeah, look at all that. All of these, except you're doing quite all right, but all of these, they're not looking very pretty. Neither of these, unfortunately. Even Thunder Gold, wow. This has held its value because it sold next to nothing. This is a Blackout skin, and this is a big banana. Anyway, I'm having doubts. It's a weapon-only collection, so that might be a 60 cent to 80 cent Barda. Sorry to say. Black Ops bed, interesting, because, well, again, another bed is accepted, along with that bed over there. Black Ops collection has never had a deplorable before. Does this open the door to a whole lot more of this? Like, the year of 2025 was the year of Black Ops weapons, and now the year of 2026 will be deplorables. Can I get a sheet metal over door, guys? That would be cool. I would actually ask for that, actually. Anyway, the possibility of more deplorables in the future definitely could help out the bed. And with that, probably at best doing 12,000 subscribers, which, to be honest with you, seems a bit doubtful if it'll even get to that. 10,000 maybe? We'll see. Like there, that could be an interesting spot. Problem is, it doesn't glow in the dark. Is that a big problem? I'm not sure. So we'll keep an eye on you. Again, the Black Ops collection has been progressing very nicely. The fact that we actually have weapon skins here, actually in the positive, is quite a surprise. Thunder Gold. So, Thunder Gold collection gets a handmade LMG. I know a lot of people have been hoping for something else, but anyway, the whole collection's looking perfectly solid. A lot of people, they've looked around, they can't afford whiteout, it's only getting more and more expensive. This independently by itself, it's been appreciated over the past 2 or so years. Yeah, you could just go grab like regular whiteout clothing, it's not too expensive, right? Pair it up this, it should be okay. But yeah, the backpack's going up in price, the weapons are improving. What about you? I did point this out, we have seen a lot of handmade LMGs being given away for absolutely free as of recent. And there will be more. And there will be more acceptances. Initially, we thought, oh, it's doomed. Handmade LMG is just not going to get that many skins accepted. But then, Blackout Handmade LMG appears, everybody's suddenly happy, then we get free drops, uh-oh, and now we've got these 2 skins in the same roster, uh-oh. I'm not sure where this is going to end up at, though. This is another handmade LMG that doesn't have a transparent aim sight. Only Blackout does at the moment. It could, there could be a potential, instance where another whitish handmade LMG is accepted with transparency, and that very likely will take away all the attention from that. $3. God, this is an expensive rust store, isn't it? I'm looking at it. I'm thinking about it. I'm questioning it. I think that will probably be holding up nicely. I just think it probably will be dipping below its rust store price still. We'll keep an eye on it. When times are good, oh, you'll probably be right. But then when times are bad, so we'll keep an eye on you. Pirate Bed is a very interesting pickup because, of course, we now have the naval update in 2 months' time. I'm still hoping for hammocks. That'd be cool. That'd be awesome for your boat base. Anyway, Pirate Bed. Well, considering that the other deplorables at the moment are looking pretty sweet. Yep. Not too bad. Yep. Okay, that could be an improvement. Honestly, I'd like to see a whole lot more of them. I think Mr. 1 and J need to consider it. We also need to see another attempt for his rug. So if I could just quickly switch over to here, look at the pirate collection, and you'll see in the past, he made an awesome looking rug skin. And I know a certain individual tried to get their very own one potentially accepted for a naval update. We saw you, Mr. Kelmo Legend. We want the authentic, real one. You can decorate your boat bases with rugs like that. So, hey, if that gets accepted for naval update, I think we're going to be very, very, very happy. So, yeah, more potential deplorables in the future definitely could give that a big boost. But with more and more beds likely going to appear, especially at Christmas time. But then again, lack of sales might be happening. Keep an eye on this. It's looking interesting. Dungeon Smallwood Box. I'm somewhat convinced the skin creator will be returning to this collection next year. We'll see how it goes. I mean, we only got like another month to go. But yep, looks very nice. Looks perfectly fine. Independently, I would worry for it. But with the arrival of this and the armor double door, the other skins have been going up. Yeah, they're improving. Dungeon Furnace, unfortunately, just don't really hold up very nicely, which is sad. It's hoping we see some improvement, but honestly, with the small box, the lack of sales hopefully will give it a nice boost. But still, I think that won't be retaining its $2 price. We'll keep an eye on it with the abnormal barders next Wednesday. So overall, with all those skins, yeah, some of them do look pretty appealing. It's just the issue of what appears over the course of like the next several weeks and whatnot. We don't know, so we'll keep an eye out. Now we have the final remaining 3 weapons. What are we going to compare with you 3? There wasn't really that many options. So when I saw the Fort SMG and the chest plate over to here for the Cock Tier 3, I thought, you know what, that would probably be okay. Because, of course, you'll see over to here, 2,400, 2,700, and just over 3,000. Let's go and see the armour for about 2 weeks ago. So, as you'll notice, the chest plate here, that did just under 8,000 subscribers, and the Fort SMG did just over 6,000 subscribers. So 6 to 8,000, is that a nice thing to say? Let's just quickly look at the current progress and you'll see for yourself. Honestly, I still think they'll probably sell a little bit less. But then again, all 3 of them might end up with just about 7,000 subscribers. So okay, I'll stick with 6,000 to 8,000. The crossbow, other than its very silly name and its very silly theme, there's not much to it. It's just a standard crossbow. It's a raging, angry rooster. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. I'm convinced the skin creators will return to it next year, though. It's 6 for 6. It's a massive success. So I'd like to see the Tier 2, the hoodie and pants, and maybe some other weapons and whatnot. I look forward to it. Honestly, we could see it for Easter. So maybe it has a very good continuation for early next year. We'll see how it goes. Well, I feel optimistic. But in regards to the skin there, it probably will end up fairly close to about $1. I don't think that's going to be holding up. Just look at all the recent crossbows and you'll see for yourself, oh, okay, yeah, that might be a bit of a problem. But if we do see more skins for the overall collection, I could see some interesting things. So I'll wait till Wednesday, I'll look at the sales, and then I'll consider what I want to offer for it. Pump shotguns, not exactly a common thing, but as of this year, we've seen quite a decent amount of them. Again, the Rooster returns with the Redemption collection and whatnot. Like, wow, all the skins that have come out somewhat recently have gone down in price quite a fair bit. I mean, here's hoping we see improvement, but then again, we've got the very cool looking Twitch drops fairly recently. We've got the Krieg pack, the shotgun and that and whatnot. That was cool. Like, overall, I don't think it stands out that much. If you've seen my Rust rotation video, I looked at it, I thought, you know what? There's not really much to it. Again, I don't want to hate on the collection. It's just, yeah, it's just literally cel shaded. It's like a 2D image. Cool, but yeah, maybe that doesn't sell that much, and maybe it could work out, but yeah, I'm not exactly like sitting here expecting it to change the world or anything. I think that might be a lower price builder for sure. But the Temple handmade NMG is interesting. Now listen, I know you wanted something else. We said it on the day. But now, we've got a handmade NMG that is going to be the lowest selling one. 6,000 to 8,000 subscribers, and it very likely might sell less. $3, oh, there you go, that might be the reason why. But anyway, this doesn't reflect that much. And to be honest with you, when you wear full green holding this, like, you're not that visible. When you shoot it, you'll be visible. Yeah, sure, people will be able to hear you and whatnot, but could that actually work out in the future? That's going to be an interesting thing to talk about because, again, I still anticipate more handmade NMGs, but this actually has an interesting style to it. Not reflective, nice dark green. I mean, I have to talk about, yeah, I'm going to have to talk a whole lot more about this on Wednesday night, of course, next week when we do the abnormal barders. But keep an eye on all of this. Like, some of these things really do feel like they're selling a lot less than what they normally would. So, yeah, honestly, that's the best I can say. All of these collections could be getting more collection continuations in the future, but of course, it won't be happening for a while because we have Christmas on the way. So let's just remind you of that. If you go to Rust Workshop, hover over Browse, click Collections, there you go. Over 260 skins in total. But what will be accepted? What are you desperate for? Because I've even seen a water purifier here. There's some very interesting, goofy designs, but that's exactly what we want to see. Lovely variety, interesting, creative approaches and whatnot. So, cool. I will be making another video, of course, around next Wednesday-ish, to showcase more and more Christmas skins. In my server, we've got a bingo going on, but yeah, I wasn't joking. To be honest with you, that's a very creative approach. I'm going to melt Frosty. So, cool. Right, is there anything else that I want to address? So, of course, right now, we have the Trust and Rust drops currently going on. Between the 13th of December to the 18th of December, these will be available. And based on what I'm looking at here, you can just watch June and you'll get all of the skins for absolutely free. But remember, the charity skins, well, you've got to consider, do you want to buy them, yes or no? They're not visible here, but they are here. There you go. Ta-da. Right. $4 a piece, and all proceeds do go towards Jingle Jam, which helps out kids in need and whatnot. So, you know, it's all for a good cause. But wow, $4 a piece. But also, there are some very nice looking designs. The locker looks amazing. The furnace looks cool. The face mask, ooh. Is this face mask a nice potential replacement for the whiteout face mask? Well, if we're going to get a good look at that, if you want to see how it looks in comparison and with whiteout collection, consider going over to my videos and then look at my Trust and Rust Twitch drop showcase. Again, I do all the mixing and matching. I do all the showcasing. We got the bone armor there as well. The Twitch drop, general drop, bone armor, the road sign vest, the road sign kilt. Whiteout tier 2 isn't cheap, is it? No. But that bone armor is absolutely free. Does it work as a very cheap alternative to whiteout armor? Consider watching the video, right? I can't plug it any more than I have. So, cool. So once again, I reiterate, could you please help me out? Could you please offer suggestions for what you deem the skin of the year? But please remember, free skins. Don't comment for this very video that you're watching right now. Go to either this tweet or go to this video over to here as well. No, not that one. There you go. Now, speaking of, I have also uploaded this video here talking about the potential brand new placeable deplorables and electrical deplorables that could become skinnable. they've asked us, would you like a skinnable button? Yes, yes. It would be cool though if we could have like skinnable buttons, and then like you know what each button does then, right? Sure, yeah, we'll go with that then. So I'm gonna have the self-destruct button right here, and nobody touch it. That actually would be a funny. That would be a funny skin if it were to happen. So sorry about that. Consider giving this a good watch. It's pretty straightforward. I just go through all the things that I mentioned, and you can offer your own opinion as well. I think we've got some people that have done that. Yep, there you go. Some people have been mentioning what they think. So cool. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that needs to be said. So switching back over to here. Player count. Player count only. I only peaked at 165,000 today. We're not too far off for November, but I assure you this. Next week, when we get an actual wipe and an update and whatnot with Christmas, well, I think we'll start seeing a lot of people starting to play again. I do believe a lot of people in education, and kids of course in school, I believe it all wraps up for the 18th and the 19th of December. So of course that means we're going to start seeing a lot more of them playing Rust. Quite literally on the Thursday, lots of people turning up for their force wipe. So cool. Could we see a better peak player count than what we had here? I kind of expect that. I do. So all right, cool. Just got to be a little bit more hopeful. I have still been selling Christmas skins. Oh, how many Christmas boxes do I have? I'm competing with myself. I just noticed that. Well, good job, Hedge. Well done. Yeah, let's just patch that up. Didn't realise I've even got 6 here. I'm like this like every Christmas. I put some listings and I go back to it again like half a day later and I think, oh no, someone's undercut me, failing to realise I am that person. Yeah, it's stupid. Anyway, switching over to here, on this account, I have been doing still a lot of Christmas sales, and I'm still hoping for more collection continuations and whatnot. So, next week, the next Rust store, the first Christmas Rust store for 2025, what skins will be accepted? Well, yet again, I'll point this out to you. The collection is over to here. It will be linked in the description of this video. All you have to do is scroll down and see it for yourself. There's a lot of very cool designs for what will be accepted. Feel free to comment below. Tell me what you think. Right then. So I do believe that is a wrap. We haven't seen any new skins being submitted or anything. There's nothing to worry about there and whatnot. So yep, that's it. That's everything. Thank you very much for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it. Best of luck to each and every single one of you. Make sure you get all those brand new drops because, of course, yeah, that both of those things are far too good to miss out on, all right? They're far too good to miss out on. Some very lovely looking designs. I'm not surprised a lot of people got them already. So, yep, cool. It truly is a wrap. So, best of luck to each and every single one of you. Keep an eye on your inventories. Don't miss out on potential profits. We're very, very close now. December 20th. Not you, Counter-Strike. Go away. Rust. So close. Post-Christmas is literally just around the corner. December 26th is literally just around the corner. Soon you'll be able to sell everything else, and you'll be able to make some sweet, delicious profit. Okay, let's wrap this up. So, thank you. Catch you later. See you. Goodbye.